we doing?
There's a wall.
It's a watermelon. Do you like plants, Booney? Hey. You gotta hold that, right? Well, I'm having a nice day. Even though I got hit in the face by a guinea. And it still hurts, actually. It's, I don't know. I don't think it'll bruise where you can see it, but I can feel it. I moved the trio of leghorns that I have that look beautiful. And it's funny, like, I never would have set out to get leghorns and then you know, as to breed them, and because they lay a lot of white eggs, and I enjoy white eggs as well as the brown ones. I've never had anything that laid white eggs except for bannies and, you know, ducks and geese in the past. But anyhow, I wanted some too, but Gwendolyn did. She said she wanted some white eggs. Mostly, I think, for Easter, to be able to dye the eggs very vibrantly. Excuse me. Which, in the future, I want to get more, like, natural dyes, and what I had got was a natural one, but it didn't work very well. And I know there's better stuff out there. So, that's the plan there. But anyways, I got those. I thought I was going to have 4 pullets. I lost one of them when it was a little baby. And as they started to grow, I could tell that there was a rooster and 2 hens. And not disappointed at all. He's gorgeous. And then the guineas, I have 10 of them. And part of the reason I only moved 3 of them, I was kind of taking a break because they were stressing out when I was catching them, to get them out of the little coop that they're in and put them where I want to keep them. Right now, so when I looked back in there, I'm almost positive that the 3 I caught, there's 2 hens and you wouldn't call him a rooster, it's a cock. I don't think there's another term for it. But anyways, a male and 2 females, so I have a trio of leghorns and a trio of guineas in my dog kennel that's covered. So, trying to decide what to do with the rest of the guineas, because I don't need all of them pinned up. I would hate to turn them loose and they all freak out, and yeah, so I'm gonna be thinking about that. Right now, I'm repotting this oregano into this only has 1 hole in the bottom of it. So I'm not sure I'm gonna get it out. Oh, there it came. Oh my gosh. And there's a bunch of ants in here. I don't know what to do about that. I mean, are they eating the root system? It doesn't appear that they are. And there they go. I'm probably gonna have to stop this video and look on the internet and find out what to do. Ugh. I don't like it when there's a lot of little bugs moving around, kind of, yeah. Not that I have a problem with bugs, I just don't like that. Oops. So, apparently, these are not going to cause a problem. There's like a whole colony of ants down in here, so I am, ow, going to hurry up and put that in there. Because the ants should feed on pests, so they're not going after this plant at all. This plant has like actually almost no signs of anything feeding on it. So, oh, and they've come up everywhere. I set it on the ground. I might have to move. I do not want to get attacked. Coexisting. This requires a little bit of sacrifice, I guess. I welcome helpful bugs. I realize that these ants would probably feed on some of my stuff. Please get off me. Yeah. Well, we might have to go look at the guineas while these guys calm down. Maybe if I get some treats and come out here and start feeding them treats, they will be a little more accepting of people. And when they were all just calling right then, there is 2 cocks and 1 hen in here, so gonna have to catch more birds, move more birds. Yeah, they're very accepting of me if I have my rubber boots on. But if I have other shoes on, they would be trying to attack me, which, still not sure what we've got here, males or females. They are pretty. And here are the other plants I need to plant. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of these little watermelon plants, which I thought they were like sugar babies, and they're not. They're crimson sweet, which I'm not sure what size that is, so I'm gonna plant these right over here, where I'd put sunflower seeds, and only a few of them have come up. So, and then, it should just kind of take over this area where there's only stuff in pots. So, as you saw on Father's Day, we went and bought some plants, and Booney was enjoying it, but it was so hot that all the girls, and even Wendell, were being a little impatient. And yeah, he said all he wanted for Father's Day was BLTs, which he cooked himself. And I don't know, I woke up that morning and just was thinking about the garden very clearly, and I've been mildly discouraged about it because of the whole herbicide in the soil. So anyways, I had like a clear idea of what I needed to go and get, and I did. We had to get a couple other things in town anyways. So now I am trying to decide which of these bags. I have different sizes. I wish they said on them somewhere what size they were, but they don't, so I'm pretty sure this is a 5-gallon. And Yeah, I'm just gonna start filling it up. I should probably put, oh, can I reach it? I'm gonna have to stand up. There's no way I can drag that over here without standing up. Over on the other side. There we go. I got some compost. Put, I don't know. This is flower and vegetable garden soil plus fertilizer. So I'm guessing we do not need the fertilizer in there. I put some in my raised bed. We got 2 bags of it. And Wendell went and got the soil while I was picking out plants. But he, let's see here. I already used quite a bit of this. Could have used another bag, I'm sure. But anyhow, I put it in my raised bed, and that's where I planted peppers and some other tomatoes and something else. I bought a few different herbs, like regular peppermint. I have sweet mint and I have peppermint. Doing a little experiment with the peppermint, actually. I planted it in the pot of one of the trees, the hazelnut tree. So maybe that'll be a good thing. Okay, I have just enough to make this work. Oh, how often does that happen? So, one of these pots I had to use the big fork thing on because it was really compacted. It had this grapevine, which I was really disappointed because one of the grapevines is thriving, one was doing okay, and this one had done nothing. And I can see that we got some issues going on here, but it's still, part of it's still alive. So I'm going to see what I can do, if I can save it, if I can just cut this off and plant these roots. There's just these 2 areas with life on it. So, maybe, just maybe. Oh, I felt like I was sneeze. The dirt, some of the dirt irritates my skin. I'll rub my face and, oh boy. Alright. So I am going to start with these watermelon. Goodness, I really feel like I'm gonna sneeze. Oh, I should have watered everything first, and I don't even have any water out here. I have to bring stuff back out. Now, I'm going to go and plant these 5 over here in my garden. Alright, I got those in. I don't know if it was necessarily like a smart move or what, but I put a handful of compost in the soil whenever I put them in there, so maybe they'll get it's a little bitty hole, maybe they'll get a little boost at first. The zucchini I feel pretty confident about, but the watermelon not so much, just because you never know what the weather's going to be like, and they are a longer growing plant, so I don't know. You know, I don't like to, nobody likes to, you know, mess up, fail, make mistakes. But at some point, it got into my head that, like, if I wasn't doing it right, then I was failing, and, you know, I was wasting my time. And that affected a lot of things, took the joy out of a lot of stuff for me. I've always been a very creative person, and yeah, it took the joy right out of it. And there are people out there that think, you know, if you're not, like I said, if you're not doing it right, then you're failing, you're wasting time. And I've just got this feeling like there are people watching right now, not necessarily on the video, I really doubt it's on the video, me in real life, just kind of waiting to say that I was wrong and wasting my time. And I mean, yeah, it's gotten in my head. Somebody said something negative to me earlier this year, and it is kind of, it's never really left, and I hate to say it, you know, but it really messed with me and got me down and sucking some of the enjoyment out of this, which there have been stresses, you know, the birds, like the goose getting bit in the face and different things like that. You know, that stuff would have happened no matter what, but like when I'm hesitant to try and plant something because I don't know how it's gonna do, that's pretty silly. Alright, let's see, trying to pick out some of the better ones to put in the pots, because I'm planting so many in the ground, the odds are kind of in my favor, so I want to put the best ones in the pots. That's part of the reason I haven't even been putting out videos, is because there's that discouragement. And this is something I enjoy doing, but if I'm feeling discouraged or depressed, I mean, let's just call it what it is, right? Then I don't want to make a video where I'm just like a drag that's complaining and not, you know, I can watch something and hear somebody's story where they're having a bad day or a hard time, and I find it very relatable and in a sense encouraging, because then I know I'm not alone in my shortcomings. But to put that out there is incredibly hard for me. It's probably hard for anybody. Hey, go away, bug. So, this, I don't know, I think people in real life would never think of me as an insecure person, but I have some major insecurities. I just hide them. Maybe it's because I'm the oldest child or what, I don't know. My husband has said to me that I am one of the strongest, and he means mentally, emotionally, people he knows. And that's another thing, is like, I generally am, and so whenever I am vulnerable or depressed or anything like that, and I talk to people who know me, it's such a shock that they don't know how to respond. So, it just is what it is. Look at this. I have all this still. It was so hot, we were just grabbing things, like, see the label, the pictures. Thankfully, there's pictures on the labels, because that helps when you're not overly focused. And the kids did great, especially with it being so hot. And I'm sure they'll do more out in the garden in the fall when the weather's more mild. It's easier for them to focus. And instead of trying to, entice them to come out now, I mean, today is a very mild day, and so the air conditioner's not on. I can hear the kids in the house. I'm just kind of enjoying this, but I know they'll come into it on their own. Like, they'll be drawn to different things, I'm sure. Booney in particular loves the garden. He just like lit up as soon as we got there and started looking at plants. So he was with me and the girls were with their dad. And that was cool. When it works out like that, you can just bond with your child individually, and that's trying to look for those moments and really feed into them. If I had more soil, I would put something else. There's this weird bug that looks like a piece of cotton. It's not focusing. Focus. Not working. Anyways, it just looks like a tuft of lint. That's the word I'm looking for. It looked like some lint. Alright. I'm not even sure where to plant these. I mean, I have room to plant a few of them. I got an idea. I'm gonna go do that. And that will probably be a wrap. Because I need to go back in the house as soon as I'm done with this. I'm getting very hungry. And I have these zucchini and the other zucchini to plant. So I'm going to do that, and thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.